So not too long ago, Joe was doing an interview where he brought you up. He didn't mention you by name, but
they never will.
But he was saying how he's so loyal to his friends and he hates flying, but his friends got into some beef with people that got beef with him. He brought up the situation with DJ Khaled in Puerto Rico where you chased them around the car. Joe says he got on a plane and flew there to protect Khaled. Then he also brought up the Pitbull situation when he got punched in the face.
Where was Joe? But where was Joe? If he fly all the way from wherever he's at to show how much he loves Khaled because he tries to protect him from the Joe haters that are in the world. Where was Joe in the Connecticut situation? When he was there, his crew got into a beef. The whole crew was fighting to represent for the right moral, and was there to fight. It was a brawl, like real street friends. Regardless, I used to do that. We used to do that for free. We used to go to project parties, and we had a problem. We all fighting again, and that shows the meaning of crew. What happened when he was in that situation, and he was halfway to New York and left his crew behind? When he was in the States, what I'm saying, I'm just giving you the metaphor where he doesn't know Khaled, he knows us, or the people I was with that grew up with Joe. But he leaves us in the drop of a dime. But yet, out of nowhere, he meets Khaled. Yeah, they're associates. But he lives in Miami, Florida. This nigga's in New York, wherever he's at. He's going to get out of bed and say, oh, I love Khaled so much. I'm going to take a plane, something that I don't do because I'm scared of fucking flying. But yet I'm going to go and be there for my friend. You think that was the motive? The motive for why he did that?
Well,
it's not.
What do you think about people saying
it's to show off and prove out? He did that anyway to do that, whatever, if he did do it. But he did it for a business reason. He did it because, he knew the inner politics of how valuable Khaled was and what direction Khaled was going. Did he show up anywhere around Puerto Rico when I was there? Never. Never. Nowhere to be seen. Was he out there? Maybe he was. I don't think he was out there for the right motives that he's saying. That he was there to protect Khaled and he came to see me. And he put the pressure on me to leave Khaled alone. Never. Never. So a sneaky dude could always do that. He could act like he was there. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Well, all I know that when I was in Puerto Rico terrorizing these niggas that was actually, play hating me on my move to success and try to be part of the industry, none of them niggas was to be found. Actually, I was the aggressor to put pressure on all of them. And I put the pressure on them, not with a bully mind state. I came to them with an invitation of, yo, listen, I don't understand what problems me and that other guy got, but it's not between me and you. So you as a DJ, you as a producer, you as a radio personnel, you shouldn't have a problem with me because I don't have a problem with you. And the minute you say, oh, I can't, oh, yo, or you show me a slight, gesture of fear that you are more afraid of that guy, or you can't do it because that guy is telling you not to do it, then of course the Cuban Link motion is going to have to come and do what he does. And that's to challenge that, and that's to be like, yo, you scared of that dude? You should be triple scared of what I'm going to do to you. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say to the people that say that Joe thought you guys were right behind him when he left in Connecticut?
They know. Whoever was there knows. I know because by the time we got to New York, Joe was in front of Pun's house trying to get to Pun first so he could try to downplay the whole situation of Pun because, Pun would have flipped him. He said, yo, you left the niggas there? So he tried to make it look like I started the whole thing. He tried to already get to Pun. That's why Pun came out his house over there in Rosedale Avenue. I mean, not Rosedale, Bronx River Avenue, where he was living at the time, because he was changing locations of where he was living. It was in Liza's mom's house, and they were staying there. So when I got there, Pun already came to me asking, yo, why you started shit already with that? So I was like, I had to tell Pun the real story. I said, yo, my nigga, this is what happened. And that's when Pun was just like, he had to let it go and know that I was telling him the truth. And then me and Joe started having a little argument. I said, how you gonna leave us? How you gonna leave niggas there, my nigga? And it was a big thing because everybody that survived the whole situation, was right in our circle in front of Pun's house that day. And Pun was just like, he knows I wasn't lying. Pun had to stay shut and go, it was what it was. It was just that type of situation. Like, yo, regardless, I started it. I started it because I had to start it. Nigga played me. How many situations y'all niggas started when y'all started? There wasn't even no reason behind it. Y'all just start trouble, and I'm there for y'all. So the minute that I start something because niggas started, y'all don't want to validate, you gonna gas it up like I'm the star. I got people in the crew hurt. You telling all that to people instead of saying, yo, shit went down on nigga. You know, they disrespected Q. Q wasn't wrong. He had to do whatever he do. We took a little loss because, you know what I'm saying, the crew did the right thing and they backed up Q and niggas was fighting forever. Instead of saying that, he chose to put the blame and snitch. Go like that. That's what I call a dirty rat snitch by pointing fingers to our inner crew saying it's my fault. You know, so I have no respect for that. And that's the way I think. And I think any real nigga thinks that way. But
Joe has told the story though, right? Was it on Drink Champs or somewhere? I forgot. Yeah, he spoke about it, but he blamed you. He did blame you.
Of course he blames me. Of course. And then he says that's the only loss we ever had.
Right.
But yet in other podcasts, I took losses all my life. Like he's the survivor of losses, and he's the comer of the struggle and the troubles. That's what he says. But like I said, you got to YouTube and clip out the hypocritical part of it. This nigga's whole life because he's the biggest hypocrite ever. You know what I'm saying? And he thinks he's smart by just lying. Liars are being credited with being smart. That's the crazy part about what the world we living in today. The liars are being credited for being smart. And that's crazy to me.
He did bring up the Pitbull situation too, and he said that he protected Pitbull when Pitbull got into that situation with you. That was at Jimmy's, right?
I squeezed the truth out of I'm the type of nigga who squeeze the truth out of these liars. So now he says that there, right? But yeah, he'd be like, yo, yeah, Pitbull, no, and Pitbull was, his own thing. He tried to separate behind the scenes, they're all working together. He's the one who put Pitbull on me. Trying to, another nigga that's in the industry right now, he's Cuban, he's coming up. He had the backing from people from Miami. The business circle has him, on target to be like the next one they're gonna open the budget to. And Joe knows this. So Joe gave him the incentive since he's the Spanish emperor, the one who brought out Pun. He got all the credit. He got every label in the bag. They come to him for advice. They come to him to consult with him. And that was part of that agenda. Get at Cuban. They did that to me with Don Omar. When Don Omar was on top of the world, they came to me behind the scenes and labels and said, yo, get at Don Omar. Fuck that. Try to spew the hate for me to hate Don Omar. I said, no, never. I know that guy. He's a good guy. That's before Scandalous. So I know what they did to Pitbull. And Pitbull took the bait and fuck it. So that's why he said it on Drink Champs. It was a business move. It was that. They don't want to go into the facts that I'm trying to tell you that those are the facts. But that's why he did it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he can live with the shame that he took another, Cuban brother from his native land to stop him. The rightful, the rightful heir to the throne when it came to that. Instead of giving me props and helping me get my message out and my talent out, he chose to go against me and tear me down with the fakers and the agenda of the industry that was down with Joe. So that's why I don't respect Pitbull, even though he apologized. I think it's another part of the apology that he needs to take care of, and that's let's do a song together, baby. let's show the world what we really got. Since you got the podium and you got the stage to make it happen. Let's show what what we could do together as Cubans, as hip hop artists, and as dudes that that could make something beautiful.
Well, you guys could definitely do the Latino style and everything.
But it's not in his realm because he feels the way they feel also. He's just trying to do PR work. And I'm grateful that he apologized. I'm grateful. But they still doing the fake hypocritical things behind the scenes in the business world to try to stop me, and not give me that green light to do really what I want to do, which is, show my talent to the world and bring out great music. That's it.
Were you surprised though when Joe recently spoke about those two situations?
I'm not surprised at nothing. I'm not surprised that anything in this world could offer me right now. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know deep in my gut, I know the truth. In my knowledge of the game, of my experiences with these dudes, on their character judgment, I know people. I know what they do. And that's me. You know, I'm not the messiah or the guru of telling the future or anything, but I already know certain characteristics in the game and the agenda, how they follow this music industry model where they have to act or play a certain kind of game for them to get accepted to the elites. You know what I'm saying? So I see that, and that's been the game over 20 years. Joe is definitely a follower of the model of you know what I'm saying? Uh, suck up to the big guy to get ahead. Betray your mother, your family members to get ahead. You know, these rituals that are done, and they are, the baloney smoking, you know what I'm saying, soldiers that just do anything to get on. And Joey still has that characteristic flaw in him, where he'll still allow his people just to get up ahead in the game. And the problem with him is that he doesn't realize that, or he doesn't recognize, even though you do that, you can make it up to the guy you did that to when you're with a bigger power. You're in a bigger, plateau in the game. You could help that, bring it back, and do a difference, make it right. He doesn't know
So
how to
you're
do
saying that it's never too late to fix things.
right. Some things are too late too, but even though the gesture of you trying to do that
Means
will
a lot.
means a lot. It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? But instead, he tries to cover up the tracks that he's done that to people, those people that helped him, and it's obvious the people that helped him. It's just that it's incredible. You know what I'm saying? How there's not a movement really to for the truth to get out there and give the right people the right merit. You know what I'm saying? I fight for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like no lies in my history. Say the truth. Say the truth so we could get this hip hop thing right. So we could get the timeline right. So we could get the right credits and the right attributes to those MCs or those artists who really, really meant something to the game. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing the business thing and know how to, you know what I'm saying, pull the rug underneath those, because maybe you're slicker, smarter, a lot bigger liar. And that's what we getting the credit to those people instead of the ones who really actually deserve the merit.